Music.
What's up, besties? It's your girl Jalece, and I'm back with another video, y'all. Y'all see, I got my two special guests. I got Miss
Fini.
and I got Miss
Kiya.
Both of they YouTube will be linked down below. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe on both our channels. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. Y'all see by the title and the thumbnail that this is going to be a girl talk. Y'all be wanting little sit downs, little girl talk videos. I'm not really like a podcast type girly, but I can maybe get into it. But yeah, so we're basically gonna have a girl talk. Y'all ready to open up and express yourselves?
I'm ready.
But y'all, so the topic today is going to be knowing your worth as a woman versus compromising.
So that's just the one topic we're talking about, or is it gonna go into other topics?
I mean, we just gonna see where the conversation takes us.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so how you feel
Knowing
about like
versus compromise?
yeah?
I can start it off.
Yeah, you can.
If y'all need me to. Okay, so I feel like knowing your worth is like you gotta know what you accept and what you don't accept. It's like just because you're with somebody and they want you to go by these rules and do things this way and do things that way and do things their way, that's like you compromising to fit in with them and to fit in their schedule versus knowing your worth. It's like, huh?
It's not dying.
It's not dying.
Man, we just gonna let him go by himself when he ready.
So it's like you gotta come to a point with yourself where it's like you just gotta know your worth as a girl. Like you just gotta know like what you accept and what you don't accept, and don't dim your light for nobody, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a relationship, whether it's anything. Just know your worth. Even you can compromise your friendship too. Like if you know a friend hating on you, you know a friend secretly don't like you, secretly be talking about you, but you still be in that friend face. That's like dimming your light even more. So it's just like you just gotta know your worth and know what you tolerate, what you're gonna tolerate, and don't let nobody around you or nobody you be with, take that away from you. That's how I feel.
Yeah. So how do you feel like it's easy for a person to like manipulate a woman?
Yeah.
Because they say, oh, it's not knowing your worth, it's you being stubborn and you not wanting to compromise with me. Like, how do y'all feel about that?
I feel like when it comes to certain shit like that, I feel like that's not compromising, because you're basically saying it's either this way or no way.
Yeah.
You're not
it's
trying
like,
to meet me
you're
in the
giving me an
middle.
ultimatum. You're not really compromising with me.
Right.
You're giving me an ultimatum. Prime example, okay? So let's say men these days, they like to, have side people on the side. So let's say a man is single, right? And let's say y'all went together and he got single, cool. So he can't make it seem like he added baggage. Like he had another person on the side, but he's still single. But he wanted you to be around and stick around till he's ready to get into a relationship. That's a prime example of manipulation. You cannot let a person manipulate you to doing something back then you would not tolerate that shit, because I feel like within a man is like once you show them one time that you're going for it and you tolerate it, they're gonna keep on feeding and you're gonna get tired of it. Like, I knew I should have went for this in the first place. So it's like it's about you like putting yourself first. If you know he wouldn't let you do it, then if it was the roles was reversed and it wouldn't go that his like he wouldn't let you do it or you wouldn't. And baby, at the end of the day,
boundaries.
It's not the roles was reversed.
Yeah, if the
he
roles
was
reversed,
sticking
y'all
around.
know he ain't messing with that. Like, no, like it's either you gonna be with me or you gonna be with that person. So don't never let nobody manipulate you into thinking you're wrong for feeling how you feel about a situation, because you know your worth.
Right, and I feel like some like it's different levels. Like it's your mindset for real. Because it's like some people will let you guilt trip. Like they will guilt trip you. Like they will try to. They will say, no, that's not right. See, I just want to work with you. I just want to do this, but I like they try to guilt trip you to lower your standards.
Yes.
Like I'm not saying don't meet in the middle. Don't try to compromise, but don't compromise yourself trying to compromise with somebody else.
Don't give up all your compromisation, because then you ain't gonna have shit left to work out for real. You gonna be on his timing, on his word, and then it's just like, okay, well, we agree to this, that, and the third. That's why it's good to have boundaries with your man. And all y'all women out there waiting for that married man to leave his wife, it's not gonna happen.
Don't do that.
It's not gonna happen.
Y'all waiting on that man to cut, girl. If y'all been with a man for 4 to 5, 6 months, and that man still didn't make you his girlfriend, let's rest.
I have to. What you want?
I'm looking for the stand.
You got.
No, I'm just looking real quick. My phone ain't fucking up video.
You good?
But it's like, damn, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, the girls out there, let's say y'all been with a man for like 4, 5, 6 months and he didn't make y'all his girlfriend. It's not gonna happen.
I just learned that, y'all.
It's not gonna happen. It will not take a man that long to know if he wants you to be his girlfriend or not. Like, he's still single out here messing with other girls. And he just keep dragging you along the whole time. Like, if he ain't even showing no effort to, like, I'm doing this for her, I'm doing that for her, we potentially get in there and he's just dragging you along. And he's feeding you lies, putting it in your ear, we gonna move together, we gonna do this and that together. Let's rest.
I am a victim.
You're a victim?
I am a victim. I was talking to this nigga for a fucking year.
For real?
But the thing is, me and him, we went to school together. We was in high school together. We started off as friends. Once we graduated, then we actually started talking like serious for real.
Mm-hmm.
And then he kept saying, like, of course he did shit for me. You know, he paid for food here and there. He paid for my nails here and there. Shit, just regular conversation. But eventually, I got tired of this shit because it's like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, are we together for real or are we not? He kept saying that, oh yeah, I fuck with you. I really want to be with you, but you're not. It's going on in
It's
here.
like
Like,
it's all talk. It's all. I hate when a man is all talking, no action.
He trying to keep me in the loop.
Crazy. Like, oh, I be wanting to just, girl, like, punch you, like, get it together for real. Cause you pissing me off.
Okay, look. So I want to get y'all opinion on like. I do agree with what y'all say. I do agree with what y'all saying.
Mm-hmm.
But something that y'all said just triggered me to this movie that I watched.
Mm-hmm.
And it was basically so like this girl, she was in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was her first love. He took her virginity. They was together since they was kids. They grew up. Like I'm not gonna say they grew old. Like once life really start hitting, like you know, she's like they married. She the only dude. That's the only dude that she been with, and they're both faithful to each other.
Mm-hmm.
But she feels like things start getting boring.
So
it's like she was like,
Maybe
we don't do nothing. We don't do like nothing out of the ordinary. She meets another man, and he basically said, "Oh, you never did this before." Basically guilt tripped her and like tempted her to basically cheat with him and tell him like, oh yeah, I like your hair today. Whole time her man that she been with years didn't really notice that she changed her hair. Or like they been together so long he didn't realize that her birthday was tomorrow. But the other dude, she just told him that, oh yeah, my birthday's tomorrow. He sent flowers. But I feel like you know, since you know what movie I'm talking about.
I don't know what movie that is.
Temptation by Tyler Perry.
I know.
You ain't never watched it?
Remember I did watch it, but I didn't pay attention to that narrative.
Yeah, it was like
she got HIV from him.
Yes. So basically, like, so basically, she ended up like cheating on her man because she was like, I feel like my man don't.
I feel like my man
is
don't
like, know my worth no more.
Yeah.
And he kept on telling her, like, know your worth. If I was your man, I would do this. If I was your man, I would do that.
You remember when we had that discussion in your car and I said that shit just wasn't shaking for me no more?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it got boring.
I don't know. I feel like, sometimes I feel like regardless if you're in a long relationship, it's gonna get boring at times. Y'all just gotta find out, y'all, at the end of the day, y'all are both human, so it's like you gotta find your ins and out with your man, and he gotta find his ins and out with you. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not gonna always be, we always done something, we always having fun. No, it's gonna be boring times, but it's just like, y'all just gotta find y'all balance with it. I feel like if you find your balance, then y'all will be good. Like, that's when they marry. Okay, kids, did they have kids?
No, they didn't have kids.
See, that's when you gotta take the next step and kids get involved, and that's when kids really change the narrative of a lot of things. For like, I'm selfish. I don't want my man. I don't want to have kids with my man.
Kids change lives.
Yeah, they do.
Everything.
But I do feel like that. I do feel like it get boring.
So you just
But do
want
you
to
feel like it
bored.
was cool for her to fuck up her for sure?
No.
But niggas do it all the time.
She should like.
But that's a husband.
I
But
can see where she
niggas
was
do it
coming
all the
from
time.
at first though. Like I can see where she coming from. Like my man forgot my birthday.
Yeah,
I did
she
my
was so
makeup
hurt,
different.
emotion.
She was so like hurt and having this other
But-
dude in her ear.
So that's a prime example of filling the void of somebody else. That's a prime example when a nigga cheat on you, they cheat on you to go fill another void that you couldn't please them with. So she cheated to go fill the void with a different dude, and he filled that void for her. Look what she came back with. That's just like when a nigga cheat on us and they go, we make them mad or we don't recognize something, we don't pay attention to something. They go look for that in another woman, but they don't want to be with that woman. But they go look for that in another woman. They get chlamydia.
It was just a
gonorrhea,
mistake. I was
herpes,
just
and they come
fucking
back.
her.
Yeah, so it happens all the
But
time.
do you think it could be the same for a woman? Because a nigga could fuck a bitch and that be that. Me personally, as a woman, as a female, I my emotions is.
Nah,
I
my
feel like the
emotions
reason
I
men
can't do
cheat
that.
and the reason that females
They
cheat
say
is
we don't.
two different
But
things.
then I also feel like that's not true to me. That is not true to me. Like
Different motives.
I don't feel like I never had a one night stand, but I don't feel like my feelings would be deeply involved with somebody just because I slept with them one time. I just don't feel like that.
It ain't happened to me.
It happened to you?
No, I'm saying I had one, but my feelings wasn't. I
Your
mean, I knew
feelings
what
wasn't
I know it wasn't. I knew what it was. I knew it was just like, shit. We just finna fuck, nigga. Me and you not serious. We not finna be having conversations on the phone with each other after this.
I don't feel like that's true. I feel like that's true with some females that actually, like, it be some females out here that really they'll be in a relationship just because they really want to be in a relationship and they're scared to be single. That's females that don't know their word. Like, I'm not scared to be single. I'm okay to be I don't want to be single, but I'm okay to be single. I'm just not going to settle for anything. I feel like it be females like that leech on the men when they have sex with them because they be wanting so much more, but the man already showed you so many red flags. And you just was like, F them red flags just because you really want to be with that man. But he really don't. He showed you. He don't want to be with you. He called you at 2 o'clock in the morning. He don't want to be with you. That's the only time you see him. That's a booty call. He don't want to be with you. But it be a lot of women that fall for men like that because they feel like, oh, he want to spend time with me. No, he want to have
Emotionally
sex with you.
unavailable.
He want to have sex with you just because you're available to him.
But do you feel like a lot of the men that some women pick is based off of
Yes.
past experiences
Yes.
and also how they grew up, whether or not she had a father or not?
Kinda. I ain't gonna lie.
Did that play a part?
I think that played a
Wait,
part.
say it again.
Do you think the woman that, I mean, not the woman, do you think that the men that some women choose are based off of past experiences or her upbringing? Like, let's just say she didn't have a father in her life. She was raised by her mama.
I definitely say like what you grew up and what you were taught to like to tolerate, like what you see firsthand is what you gonna think is normal. Like, of course, if your mama had this nigga that was always in and out her house, sometimes would be like abusive, would cheat, would do this, but your mama stayed with him and you witnessed all that growing up, you gonna think it's okay when your man do it because hey, my mama did it, she fine. But really, that's really not the way to go.
I feel like as we get older, there's a lot of things we go through and we tolerate because we feel like that's what we're supposed to go through as women with our man. So it can be from what you've been through in your past. And I ain't gonna lie, I dated an older man, and I was like, why am I dating an older man? Is it something I don't know about? Is it something within myself that I don't know that's going on within myself while I'm dating an older person?
But
like that's not normal. I understand that, but it's kind of like, why? Like, I used to ask myself sometimes, like, bitch, what the fuck am I doing? I was scared to introduce him to my daddy. Yeah, like, I'm not attracted to older men, but it was that one specific man that I was attracted to, and I was so confused. So why? Because you're older than me. Like, you're 12 years older than me. What the fuck am I doing? As I looked at it, I'm like, damn, is this something that I'm slacking in my child that I didn't know about? Because it's just like, when it came down to, like, him being very protective over me, that's something I, like, fell in love with so quickly because maybe I didn't get that from my daddy because my daddy wasn't really in my life for real. So maybe that's what drawn me to him because how protective he was over me, and I always tell him that like that's what drew me to be the most, like how protective he is over me. So I kind of feel like it's kind of true and it's kind of not true. Because I don't feel like I had that daddy figure in my life, and I don't feel like I had that. Well, my daddy was protective because he was buried in my life. So yeah.
I mean, me personally, my father wasn't a Rolling Stone. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. He was a fucking Rolling Stone. But I had my grandpa, but that wasn't my daddy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's my grandpa. You know, he still showed me, you know, how a man is supposed to treat a woman. But it's like, it's not my daddy. So it's like, he can only show me so much. So it's like, when it comes to men, I notice that, and I'm working on it. I notice that I like to go for men that are emotionally unavailable, and I go for men that's like, that don't really give a fuck.
You like a nonchalant man?
It's not that I like it, because I don't really like a nonchalant nigga, but that's what I go for. That's what I attract.
But now that I said it and I thought about it, hearing what y'all say, I feel like it is kind of true, because it's like, so my parents had me young. They was together when they first had me, but they was in high school. Mm-hmm. But it was like, you know, the relationship wasn't always good. You know, they were still young. They were still trying to figure out life. They was still wanting to deal with that and see what else was out here. Mm-hmm. And, like, I didn't have the closest bond with my dad. Like, I didn't want to call my dad for nothing. Like, it got to a point where I didn't even want to talk to my dad a lot. And it's just because of the way he was. Like, he came off real selfish to me in my younger years. I mean, we cool now. We have a better relationship. Mm-hmm. But it's just like, I see that trait because I see how my mama had to do so much by herself. How my mama had to get up and work her ass off. Mm-hmm. Not that, like, you know, because I was raised by my dad and mom.
Your grandma?
Yeah, my granny, which is on my dad's side. So I was raised by his mom. So yeah, I would like see my dad, he would be in my life, but it was like still like he was somebody that I call on. And so I noticed that like in my relationships, like I still cannot fully like depend on me, because my mama, she didn't depend on him, and her not depending on him, and him having his ways, the way when I was growing up, I didn't call him, so I wouldn't call on no man.
I wouldn't call on no. Y'all, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. That's how it was too. Like in my last relationship, I never called on him for nothing. Like if I was calling my mom.
I feel weak as fuck if I do that shit.
Like
no,
I don't feel weak.
Not
but
weak.
It's just the point. It's like how strong my independence is. Mm-hmm. He kind of. I feel like our disconnection was. He kind of felt like I didn't need him, and I feel like sometimes a man they like to feel like, damn, my baby calling me, she need me, like I gotta go. Like some men like to feel like, damn, she need me. She called me for that. Like I saw some nigga. It was on TikTok, and they had told him, damn, your girl called you for everything. He was like, yeah, as she should. Mm-hmm. Like if she ain't calling me, she calling somebody else. I rather her call me. Like you know, she called me every second of the day. I rather her call me than call somebody else. Some men like to feel like I'm wanted and I'm needed by my woman, and I slack that a lot.
I feel like
I slack that
especially
a lot,
when I've seen girls like growing up. I've seen some that had like a real strong father figure in their life. Like they was daddy's girls. Mm-hmm. They were like anytime they need something, I'm calling my dad. Oh, daddy's money. Daddy's doing this. Daddy's doing that. Yep. And now that they got a man, they calling their man for every single thing. But since I was young and I couldn't think that I could just like, you know, call my dad for every little thing that I needed.
Like growing up and I saw girls with their father, I used to like feel some type of way. Like, cause I mean my daddy wasn't in my life, so now when I see other little girls with their daddy, I got like a little feeling. Like I ain't hating, but it's like, damn, I'm hating.
I be like, damn.
That's how I be.
So I said, oh, your dad just paid your, I just paid my own.
Literally.
Like I had a roommate, her dad sending her the money, like we in college, her dad sending her the money to cover this and to cover that, and I'm up here working my ass off, paying my shit,
When I tell you working my ass off, when I tell you like my drive when I went to college, y'all, like I had an internship for an insurance company. Mm-hmm. They paid me. I ran track. I used to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go lift, and then I used to have to practice at 3 to 6. I had a full-time job. I had a full-time job and I had to go to class. So it's just like I got that from my mama, because it's like I used to always see her getting up, going to work. She never stopped. That's why it's like I had to regroup myself once I moved to Houston to like get back on my shit and get back on my grind, because never get comfortable. Because that shit'll go in the blink of an eye. So it's just like, I don't know, like, I learned that from my mama. That's why I don't ask nobody for nothing. I don't look for no handouts. I don't look for no favors from
But do
nobody.
you feel like that could be a downfall in a relationship?
They can.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm thinking about. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, damn. Like, when we used to have conversations and he used to talk to my brother, and he used to be like I never got what he was saying until I'm actually sitting here talking to y'all. I'm actually understanding, like, what he was saying. I'm just like, wait, like,
what you talking about?
What? I don't need you. That, like, I can do it on my own. Like, I don't.
And that's really not good.
And it's really not. But we don't
supposed to
mean
be
it.
united.
I don't mean it in a bad way.
Right.
I don't mean it in a bad way. But that's
It's
just
just like,
that's
damn,
trauma.
I could do this on my own.
That's called trauma, though, y'all.
It is.
Is it?
Yes.
Not independent. I'm just an independent.
No.
Girl,
It's
like,
you independent when you
your form of independency, it like, it shows, like, what you've been through. It's like my form of independency, Jay know that I wasn't the kid, like, yeah, I was spoiled, I had whatever I wanted.
On me.
But I was not calling my people for what, because he'll see me, why you ain't ask for help? Why you ain't do this? Why you ain't... Shit, because I ain't asked for help when I was there. I feel like I couldn't, so shit, I'm figuring out my way. Like, I got a bookshelf come up in the mail, I'm putting that bitch together myself. My bed come in, they be like, you don't need no help, you don't need no help lifting that. Why
So are we the problem?
I can do it myself.
Are we the problem?
Are we the problem? I'm sitting here rethinking my life. I'm like, oh my God. I might actually be the problem, and either just like, I never had this talk before. So it's like good that we sitting here talking about it, because I'm learning more as we talk, because I didn't know I had that problem.
But then again, I feel like it's not something that can be stuck with you forever. Like, you could be raised as a girl like that, but you can find that right man to put you in your soft girl era. To where you feel like you don't have to fight for your life.
You gotta prove to me.
Like,
one thing, I like to feel secure in everything that I do. Like, I like to feel secure in everything. So if you can make me feel secure, yeah, we got it. You good.
That's crazy, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. That's like, oh.
So what realization did you just have? What did you just realize?
Maybe I could have been a little more like, not dependent on that person, but maybe a little more open to, like, cause it's like he'll always say, you so secretive. I'm really not secretive, but I really am secretive, because I don't ever include him in what I have going on. Like, if I go through something, I don't include him in it. I figure it out on my own, I call my mom.
Oh.
So it's like, he be wanting to be included, but I don't know. It's
like he wanna get in, but you not letting him in.
Yeah, I'm hard to let somebody in, cause like we had went through something. So it's like once you show me one time, I shut down after that. So I shut down with him, cause I feel like I let you in, but then you kind of fuck one little thing up, and then I shut down after that. And
He don't fuck the whole operation.
Yeah.
I feel that, because I do that too.
When it comes down to forgiving, I forgive you, but it's still like in the back of my head, like, you still did what you did, and that comes up.
So you hold grudges?
Yes, but I'm learning. Y'all might fucking teaching me more about me, because I'm sitting right here. I hold grudges, but it's like, I don't be meaning to, but that's just how I am. And I just keep everything in. Like, I'm very silent. Like, I just keep everything. Like, you don't never done that. You never seen that. I can have so much on my mind, and I just be mellow to it.
Just be cool.
It's like one day I feel like I'm just crash out and just let it all out, but I just want to be in a whole different country when I do that. But that's crazy.
Yep.
So did you make a realization today?
Yes. Did we all have a realization? Because I knew y'all was like something I didn't know about myself.
Yeah. I do realize a lot. I do realize a lot of what, like, you know, with the relationship that I'm in any past relationship. I realized where they was coming from about when they see stay, like, why you do it like that? Like, why you feel like, yeah, I get it. I get it. Okay. All right, you got it.
I realized that my relationship with my father affects my relationship with niggas today.
And I feel like that is something you need to pray on. Shit,
I gotta work on it physically. I mean, pray helps.
Physically, mentally, and emotionally, you need to pray on it.
But how would I?
You just gotta pray for a different route in life when it comes down to you and your love life. Like, you just gotta pray for, like, you gotta forgive. Seems like you hold grudges too. Deep down inside, you gotta, that's just something.
Because the thing is, like, my daddy wasn't there. But now that I'm 19 and my daddy is older, now he wants to see me. Now he wants me to pick up the phone.
That's okay.
But it's like,
that all comes with forgiveness. You hold the grudges. That all comes with forgiveness. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody fuck up. That comes with forgiveness. You know how much shit I've been through.
19 years?
Do you know how much shit I've been through with my family?
Trust me, me and my dad ain't have it. He ain't called me and tried to have a sit down till I was like a freshman going on being a sophomore in college. That's when we just got cool.
It wasn't never a time where I had to, me and my daddy stopped talking for like a long period of time until like now, and I actually live in the same state as them, and I don't talk to them at all. Girl, please, you got a whole video with my sister, did a whole, girl, please, forgiveness. You have to forgive and let go, but never forget it. But you have to forgive so you can move forward with your life. That's what I had to do. Whether I talk to them or not, I still forgive them for however the situation played out and just move forward. You know? Like, you gotta do it for yourself because you're gonna have kids one day. You don't want them to go through that. Because we are a split image of our kids. You might not think it's affecting your kids, but it really do affect your kids. I'm being honest.
Oh, I gotta talk to this nigga. Oh my god.
Girl, I didn't even look at the camera. I'm thinking
We gotta have a one-on-one conversation because I was talking to my mom, just like, you know, now do you want to talk to me? I'm just, because at first my mama kept telling me, call your daddy, call your daddy, call your daddy, call your daddy. I kept saying, okay, and I never did shit till I eventually did, and he talking about his health decline, and I'm like, shit, I gotta talk to this nigga.
Yeah, because if he leaves this earth today tomorrow, you'll be like,
I'm gonna be fucked up.
Exactly.
But I feel like, no, not necessarily that. I'd probably be more mad than anything, because it's like, damn, nigga, you ain't did shit this whole time, and now you want to get up here.
Stop blaming him. Like I said, everybody.
But I'm the child.
You are the child, but that comes with growth and responsibility. Everybody fucks up. Everybody makes mistakes. You will want your kids to forgive they daddy, and you feel like they daddy know they fucked up, and their daddy know they sorry. You don't want your kids to be like, forgive them. But in their heart, they're not going to forgive them because they'll be like, Mommy, you ain't forget your daddy.
Type shit.
And you don't want them to go through what you're currently going through.
Exactly. You want them to live life.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want them
to continue the generational curse.
You gotta stop
clock my TV.
Just think about it.
Clock my TV. Nah, I'm gonna think about it. I've been talking to him though gradually. It's all for Thanksgiving, y'all. It's a work in progress.
Okay. Well, I feel like this is a good talk. This is a
good conversation.
A good eye opener to look within ourselves. Hopefully, like we said some things to help you and help you carry on with your day, help you go through different things. Just by, letting you know that you're not alone on how you feeling. Like, so
comment down below if you related to any of these topics that we talk about.
Definitely comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on this video.
Advice,
if y'all agree with anything that we said, if y'all disagree with anything that we said, go ahead. Comment section is open. Let us know. Comment section is open for any other videos that y'all want to see, any other topics y'all want us to talk about. Yes, I'm all ears. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and close out this video. I hope y'all liked it. Hope y'all are subscribed to all of our channels. And be blessed, guys. Peace.